And when and these also they are sometimes they are present in the soil, but sometimes they are also applied to the fertilizers because some of the micronutrients they are deficient in some of the soils, so that's why they may be provided to, that is the some of the fertilizer, that is chemical fertilizers. Then some of the elements which are required for the plants is called as the label elements or the tracer elements to movement, to study the movements of these nutrients in the plant. So, in the absorption of water, we study that the xylem is only a water conducting tissue, and this water is that is be transported from the stem base to the top of the tree through these xylem elements. So likewise, this once how these elements they are transported to different parts of the plant. So sometimes these elements they are labeled with some of these by using the labels. So that's why to study such type of this that is nutrient movement in the, that is the plant. So these particular tracer elements they are used, and they are in the form of isotopes, or some of them they are the radioactive form of these nutrients. So these are these nitrogen 15, carbon 12, phosphorus 31. Then these are the stable isotopes, and these are the radioisotopes. These are the C14, phosphorus 32, zinc 65, iron 56, cobalt 60. These are the some tracer elements, or these are called as the label elements, which are used to study the movement of nutrients in the plant. Then another term that is the they are given, that is we call as hidden hunger. Okay, so what is the meaning of this hidden hunger? Means when the plants are not able to meet their requirement, either one or more of these essential elements, so plant will undergo a starvation for such elements. Okay, means for example, the in the soil there is a requirement of phosphorus for the plant, but there is no availability of phosphorus in the soil for the absorption of plant or absorption through this soil. Then definitely in such cases these plants undergo a starvation of such elements, means because of unavailability of phosphorus, that particular elements they are producing some deficiency symptoms, and these particular deficiency symptoms leads to whatever the functions which are related to the phosphorus, they may be hampered in the plant, or that particularly the plant produces the symptoms on the parts where they are required for their growth and development, and such symptoms we call as a deficiency symptoms. And that's why particularly that element they can be affected, and such elements plants will not show any characteristic symptoms which could be exhibited morphologically, and due to want of those elements some activities of the plants would rather be affected, and the internal deficiency is called as a hidden hunger. Miss sometimes these elements they are under the period of starvation, so do not produce any symptoms externally. So internally the plants they are going through this deficiency symptoms, and such is internal deficiency is called as a hidden hunger. Means we cannot determine whether they are in deficiency of phosphorus or not, but they are in the deficiency of phosphorus, so but they are not produce morphological any symptoms from the external side. So that's why it is called as a hidden hunger. Then what are the general role of essential elements? So these are the some essential elements the role is given. In general, these essential elements to the life or the it is essential for the life cycle of a higher plant. And one of these reason for that the plant mineral nutrient or the nutrient is essential for the growth and development of plant. So the first function, that is it may perform a nutritive role by being a component of one or more of major classes of plant constituents. For example, that is the we taken as that is protein. So we know that this protein is important, and for formation of protein there is requirement of nitrogen. So that is the nutritive role may be means whatever that nutrient which are absorbed, they are essential constituent of this plant component. So, and second, it may be a catalytic role either as an action for an enzyme or as an integral component of an enzyme. Means some of the elements there acts as a catalytic. For example, zinc, copper, iron. These are the some elements which play catalytic role. So that's why it is very important to play catalytic role for any, that is the reaction. So that's why it is an integral part component of some of the enzymes. Then it may function as a free ion and either by exert a balancing role in maintaining neutrality within the plant cell. So in order to maintain the that is the positive ion and negative ion concentration outside and inside this plasma membrane. So then some of the elements there also play a very important role. So these are the three important roles, general roles, which are performed by the essential elements for the growth and development of a plant. And then another, that is the criteria. Already we discussed this criteria which are given by the Arnon and Stout. That is three important criteria, the which already we discussed. So these are the parts we covered today. So what is the meaning of mineral nutrition firstly, then what are the uh, definition of essential and non-essential elements, then what are the criteria which are given by the Arnon and Stout, then what are the essential elements, that is 16 elements, then sub classification, that is macro elements and micro elements, and lastly we discuss about the what is the meaning of hidden hunger and what is the general role of essential elements. So this is the topic we covered today. So you may have any difficulty on this topic, so we have a 3 to 5 minutes, so we discuss any problem regarding this mineral nutrition.